Here's Carl Crawford stepping in as we're about ready to get things going.
Tonight for the Dodgers, left fielder, Carl Crawford.
First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
In this latest run of bad fortune, dropped them back to an even 500 on the year, so they obviously can't afford for this to get any worse.
And he gets under this one and, in fact, breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. And with that, we'll give you a look there at the scouting report on the 24-year-old right-hander. Howie Kendrick will stand in now, hoping to get on base. As you can see, he currently sits 6th in the senior circuit in stolen bases. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single.
Yeah, and what a great effort there to reach base safely. You can see him dive headfirst into first base. And now, let me offer you a little bit of advice. If you've got any dirt that you want to shake off, just wait until the end of the inning to go into the dugout and do it. Trust me on this one.
Pitch misses low. The throw down. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. The next pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Right back to work as the shortstop, Jose Reyes, digs in to lead off the bottom of inning number 1. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
And he struck him out. DJ LeMahieu will take his cuts now. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now here's the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball, 1-2. Now here it comes. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. Corey Dickerson will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Starts him out with the slider for a strike.
Well, if these guys indeed want to get themselves a win here on the road, they're going to need a big pitching performance. And this has been a very strong first inning to this point.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Adrian Gonzalez will stand in to lead things off for Los Angeles, and he'll be followed in the order by Andre Ethier, waiting his turn on deck. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Here's the 2-1 to Gonzalez. And he gets a piece here as this ball's fouled away. Here comes a 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Andre Ethier is at the plate as he watches ball one.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Here he comes on 2-1. Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to deep center field. Therefore, it is Blackmon, and he's got it for the first out.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hitting the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Jock Peterson will take his first cuts here with the runner still at first and one away now. First offering on the way. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. He's set, now the pitch. Called strike 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
He's ready, now the pitch. Low and away with that one, it's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
The 1-2. Fouled straight back. Runners on first with one down. Here's another 1-2. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Number 5 will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday. Here's the first offering. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats out of play. Comes set, now the pitch. Too high, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curve.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's the third strike and the third out. Side is retired. Nolan Arenado will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Third baseman.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Willeen Rosario will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. And he takes ball one.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a hard hit grounder down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. Brandon Barnes digs in at the plate. First pitch coming. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Charlie Blackmon will step forward now. Currently third in the National League batting race to begin playing. Now here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. There you see the company he's in terms of that NL batting race. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are two away.
Yeah, and he's been able to turn this inning around after back-to-back hits got this thing started. He's responded with 2 strikeouts, and here's the last one. Just a good job of bouncing back and not pitching tight out there.
Into the box, Nick Hundley, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike one. He'll start this one at 274. 4 home runs and 19 driven in. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Jordan Lyles will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help him. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Yasmani Grandal is ready to go here as we begin the third.
The catcher,
now the first pitch.
Yasmani Grandal.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. The pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Another 0-2 coming. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Hit hard but fouled to the left, and they'll try it again. Ready with another 0-2. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Now another 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
Here he comes on 2-2. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Another 2-2 offering. Full count now, 3-2.
You can bet they'd love a ball 4 here. Now, that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
The pitcher, number 20.
Clayton Kershaw will be the batter.
Kershaw.
Too low, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Now the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. A 2-1 offering. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, then you tend to get hurt.
So 2 gone in the inning now for Carl Crawford. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Now the pitch. And 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
His pitch count has really spiked here in the inning. He's up over 50 already.
Here comes a 1-2. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. So it's back to the top of the order now. And stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. DJ LeMahieu will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And now a pitch on the way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Corey Dickerson will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
The 1-1. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Howie Kendrick will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Second baseman.
Now the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Here comes the 2-1. 3-1 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. Justin Turner will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Turner.
Here's a ground ball to first. Reyes. Onto the pitcher covering in time. It's a double play. Adrian Gonzalez will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
The 1-0. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Now here it comes. Oh, and he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Now Gonzalez is around second, on his way to third. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. Nolan Arenado will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around second. He'll try for third. And the Rockies kick it into high gear to open the inning. It's a leadoff triple.
First baseman,
Willeen Rosario will stand in. Base hit his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
This is offered at in the dirt for strike three. Just needs to make that easy throw to first. Brandon Barnes will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Boy, and right here, just a ground ball is going to get you a run. And more than that, it gets you the lead in this game. So you've got to find a way to put that ball in play.
Here now the 2-2. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Throw to the plate. And the run scores to give the Rockies an early 1-0 lead. Charlie Blackmon will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. High set by Kershaw, now the pitch. And that misses ball one.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. 2-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set, now the pitch. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. Nick Hundley will try it again. He was hit by a pitch his first time. On the corner at the knees, 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Andre Ethier will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Center fielder number 16.
First pitch to him. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Now he turns on one and rips it down the line. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. Jock Peterson will dig in here. Took a called 3rd strike his first time. And here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Here it comes. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2. Now the pitch. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And that's out number 2. Number 5 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Now the 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They still trail 1-0. Jordan Lyles will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that is through into center, a base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning. Jose Reyes will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game. And you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Back to Adrian, and it's a double play. DJ LeMahieu will dig in now. Hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Pitch on the way. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
1-1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Yasmani Grandal will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had him off balance all game.
And the pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And this is lifted the other way to left center. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away. Clayton Kershaw will get another shot, called out on strikes his first time around. First pitch on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. The pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame. Carl Crawford will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now the pitch. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Corey Dickerson will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the 6th. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here it comes. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. Now here it comes. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Pitch on the way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Nolan Arenado will step in. He tripled and subsequently scored last time around. First pitch coming. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Here's Kershaw with another 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Hit hard but foul. 2 out, nobody on. And the pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Solo home run off the bat of Willeen Rosario as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. 1 for the Rockies on the Rosario round tripper. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's now 2-0 Colorado. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Howie Kendrick will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
And with Adrian Gonzalez just around the corner, we'll see a lefty getting loose in the bullpen now. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Justin Turner will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
And he can't track it down. A base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Now here comes the Rocky skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Adrian Gonzalez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First offering on the way. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now. Andre Ethier will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Scott Van Slyke will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 33, Scott Van Slyke.
From the belt, the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Ready now on 1-1. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. 1-2. And Ethier will hang around a little longer as that misses to make it 2-2 now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Payoff pitch coming. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Once again, a 3-2. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base. So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Yasiel Puig will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 66, Yasiel Puig.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Blackmon is there. Let's see if they try it. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And the run will score from third on the sacrifice fly. And we are tied here in the late innings.
Now batting,
Number 5 will dig in now, just hoping to put one in play. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts so far. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate so he'll step out and ask for time. Now here's the first pitch. Here's a slider up and in for ball 1. 1-0. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's a 1-0. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Now the 3-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now. Yasmani Grandal will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch. And the first pitch misses high here. Perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Three-two pitch. Back up the middle. That will get through into center field. A base hit. 1 run scores. Now the relay home. And the second run will come across to score as they take the lead here 4-2. Tyler Matzek will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Clayton Kershaw will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Chase Utley will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A 3-run home run for Chase Utley, and the lead is now 7-2. Carl Crawford will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. The pitch. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Howie Kendrick will get another opportunity here as they bat it around now. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Here it comes. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Barnes is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. Scott Van Slyke will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Yasiel Puig will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Joel Peralta will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh. Charlie Blackmon will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or two on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And a high strike there, 0-1. A.J. Ellis is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 17, A.J. Ellis.
Now the pitch. And this is fouled straight back. Here's the pitch. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single. Nick Hundley will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Low with the splitter, ball one.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. Justin Morneau will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball one.
And here's where the Rockies need to cash in with that one key hit they've been missing.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. 2-2. And a swing here by Morneau, but this ball is pulled well foul into the seats down the right side. Has a look, now the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss by Morneau as he's set down for the first out of the inning. Jose Reyes will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And there's ball two now. Lined hard toward short, and that's through for a base hit. The relay, and they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score. DJ LeMahieu will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball one. Pause, now the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
And he's just doing the job of a number 2 hitter. Sometimes you have to take pitches that are good pitches to hit. That's a pretty good fastball right down the middle. He didn't swing at it, maybe wondering if that runner might have been going.
Corey Dickerson will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Corey Dickerson will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. From the belt, kicks and deals. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. He's set, now the pitch. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. He'll go the short way to Kendrick at second, and that'll be that. Tommy Kahnle will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Justin Turner will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
The 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here's the 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. The 3-1 coming. And he goes after ball 4 there as he swings and misses on the pitch in the dirt, and it's full 3-2.
Oh, that's a guy up there pretty clearly gearing up for the fastball there, and he didn't get it. That's a good pitch to throw on a 3-1 count to keep a guy honest.
Full count offering on its way. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 33, Scott Van Slyke.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Andre Ethier will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. The 3-1. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Now the 3-2 pitch. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Nolan Arenado will stand in. Called out on strikes his last time. Yimi Garcia is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Nolan Arenado will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game.
Leading out for the Rockies.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. The next 0-2. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out. Willeen Rosario will dig in. A home run his last time. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Can't do much with that one, and it's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Hard hit towards center. Ethier is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Brandon Barnes will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now here's the pitch. A little bit outside. 2-1. Now here it comes. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Yeah,
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Yasiel Puig will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1-2-3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. So now as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
Now here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here comes the 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick. And that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. A.J. Ellis steps in now. Here's the first offering. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And the pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Not a real good effort there.
Now, it's one thing if it's a slider running away or something like that. But that pitch right there was never going to be a strike.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Charlie Blackmon is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. In line for the victory is Clayton Kershaw, should the lead hold. Now the pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Now another 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now another 2-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
The catcher, number 4.
Nick Hundley is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. Ben Paulson will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. In there, 0-1.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Ball 1. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1. This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. A leap, but it's off his glove. And now over the wall. And this is going to be ruled a home run. solo shot here to left, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
He just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
The shortstop, number 7,
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. And this will be fouled away. Here's the pitch. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out. And the Dodgers have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. And, guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Clayton Kershaw. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really came through with a dominating pitching performance. You see there, 12 strikeouts, and that doesn't even tell the whole story. That was as good as I've ever seen him pitch.
for the Rockies.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 7-4. Good night from Denver.
Are available down the street at Union Station. Bus service is available outside Gate B on the corner of 22nd and Lake Street.
About a gun. I just want